But one question that always comes up is about the performance of the device. So I can show you a few areas to kind of demonstrate the performance. So the first is a video player application. And again, this video player application, standard web application, you may have noticed that it went full screen. So you see the status bar here. When I open the video application, it's actually full screen. So it's using the DOM full screen API. This is something that already exists. It's implemented by Firefox and Chrome, I believe, at this point. And if I play a video, then it's actually just using the HTML5 video element to play it back. And we're using a transform to make the video full screen in this case because the video content doesn't quite match the screen resolution.
Right.
It may be a little bit hard to pick up on this video, but the playback is full frame rate, and the playback is full screen. There's also audio, although we can't really hear it on the floor here. It's too noisy. So this is a capability that's pretty easy on the Galaxy S2. It's a very high-end hardware. Also on the lower-end device, the Telefunken demo, we get the same video playback, the same performance. It's also worth noting that this video is a WebM video that's implemented right now in Gecko. We only have a software decoder for this. So this is actually being decoded on the CPU and being played back on the CPU. So we're not taking advantage of the specialized hardware built into the device to do this in hardware. That's a project that we're undertaking right now and should land pretty soon. So when that happens, you'll have the same video performance, but at a lower CPU utilization, so you'll get better battery life while playing back the video. Okay, so we can move on to some other parts of the UI. So I want to come back to these applications in a second, but I also want to show what we can do sort of at the high end with performance. So this is a WebGL demo that uses JavaScript to define the model, and then WebGL to actually implement the graphics primitives. And so this is quite good performance. So you can maybe 30 plus frames a second on this. It's actually pushing the limits of the GPU. So on the Galaxy S2, this powerful hardware here, we get the high frame rate. And on the lower end device, we actually get a much worse frame rate, so we're around 5 or 10 frames a second. So this is just showing that with JavaScript and WebGL, these HTML interfaces, we can actually max out the hardware. We're doing as well as the hardware can support on this.